but it doesn't show up on there. No, it doesn't, does it? Oh no, it's a flat blank screen anyway. Yeah, go on.
Alright,
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to go buffer 1. Once you've fired it up, you're going to go to read. You're going to go to the out directory, press OK, and in here are all the different tune-ups that we've done recently. Alright, so if we have a look in here, we've got VQ, let's grab a late one, so this will be VQ112, that's the students from the other week. Okay, so we'll use that one, and press OK. Now we just need to turn the ignition on, because, right, that means it's now linked to the vehicle. Alright, so the first thing we need to do in order to start the vehicle up is we need to make a change. So if we go into quick or edit is where we're going to make the changes. So if we grab anything, even idle air control will do, we press OK. Down the bottom here you've got RTL real-time link. Okay, and then as soon as you make a change, now you'll know this because if you actually have it running on fixed values, alright, so if we go real-time link, you can actually hear the engine's a bit retarded because it's a fixed 10 degrees timing, and then, right, now what they've done now is it's basically shaking hands with the computer and it's all happy. So, it doesn't matter what change you make, any change.
So from there you just go back to exit?
Yeah, and just exit.
Okay.
Right, then
so that's the first thing you do?
Yes, you have to. So, to link, you need to make a change. Alright, then, to have a look, you can see everything's happening by, go to the gauge screen, go to view. Alright, you can see there, that's all what's currently happening at the moment. Alright, you can see here, there's no long-term or short-term fuel trim values being added. Alright, so that means that someone is turning the O2 sensor off. Alright, you can see that now. See, it's not adding anything or taking into the fuel trims, so that'll be fine. So we don't need to do that. You can see our Spark Advance, we've got coolant, manifold air temp, throttle position, vehicle speed, all your usual things that you would find on a scan tool. So this one's just a bit bigger scan tool. It's nice and snappy, that cam, with that cam in it. Right, now, so,
what did you hit then? Escape?
Escape?
Yep.
Alright, now you could also, if you want, you could view all the information that's going on inside the computer in
real time.
I suppose you would call it in analog,
digital real time.
Real time. Yeah. Alright, so you can see there, theft deterrent, all these sorts of things that all come into play. Alright, all your auto trans stuff is in auto, would be in there as well. Alright, so we're not going to do that. So, what you're going to be using, you're going to go to buffer 1. You're going to go to quick, and now, if you look at this, so it's Spark, Base, Idle Air Control Advanced Map.
Right, okay. Click OK,
right,
then click OK.
And then click OK, track it, and you can see, when you hit that track button, that's what's going on now. So that's special fried rice number 53, isn't it? So they can adjust the idle. So this is idle, the basic Spark table for idle. So if you have a look here, you can see that's the one that's on now. If you change the revs, that's the map value it's at. Alright, so we could press escape. We know it's on the 41. Hear the revs coming up? Whoops, she's a little bit too far advanced.
Yeah. Alright, so this is timing we're doing.
Yeah, okay. Now we're not going to save that, so we're going to discard the changes and go to the next one. There's your run advanced map. So I've got to go back just to make sure what I did do there. Hang on, go slower. Like that. Yeah, control. No, that's right. Just making sure that the one that I did do didn't save. Okay, so the next one is number 54, special fried rice.
Yeah.
That's going to be the run Spark table. So that's how you can change. Right, 54. So I'm writing the numbers up on there for you. Spark, base, run, advance. It's a three-dimensional. Press OK, click it, press OK, and you can see in here. Alright, forward, forward, forward. This is this timing table. Alright, so if we have a look in here, there's your 3D map.
Right. Okay.
Alright, so you'll have to have a play.
So when you press forward, that shifted all of them.
Yes. Okay, so we're now on 1600. Let's go forward. Right, 2000, 2400, 2800, 36, 40, 44. See that?
Yep.
And there's your map values. Manifold pressure. So if we have a look there at 4000 RPM, 70 kPa's got 35 degrees of timing. Alright. Now, better go back to here. We'll make that 23 because I reckon I've loaded it into the computer. Yep. Alright, so that was the run advance. Alright, so you can have a play with that next week. Now if you come back in here, you could have a look at air fuel ratio, run advance, 111. Alright, so what that is, that's your landscape. That's your air fuel ratio landscape. Alright, so you click onto that, press OK. Right, and there's your air fuel ratio. Look at that, 400 RPM, 14.5. Go forward, 800 RPM, 14.5. Go forward. Oh, suddenly it's all 14.7 apart from what? Wide open throttle.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so if you look at your 3D map, there's your landscape. Alright?
Where did you click 3D?
3D, down there where it says 3D. Alright? Yep. So you can go through and do them later. Whoops, I just pressed the wrong button quick. Alright, so that's your run air fuel ratio. Alright, now in here, what else we got? What I'd be having a look at is a fuel cut. Alright, so you've got 206 and 207 and 208. And that run advance, fuel, 111, yep, got that. Okay, so then you can change your fuel cut stuff. This here is now 4,000 RPM, so next week when you put it in, you're going to have to anyway. Okay, idle air control, RPM and drive. Alright, so you can see that someone's been mucking around with it. I'll just make sure I'm live. Someone's disconnected the idle air control by the sound of it.
Okay.
Okay, so you've got drive and neutral. So 2-4, see here, idle air control, yep. Desired RPM in drive, idle air control desired RPM in neutral. Okay. 245, 246.
Okay.
Extra bulbs and lights. Alright, so you're going to use them. You can have a play through these. Anything you see there with TRE, that's a transient. That means that it's something that's happening in between something.
Where's that? Oh, TRE.
TRE is a transient. Yeah. Alright, and then diagnostic trouble codes. So you could mask the trouble codes. You could turn them off if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so we could turn... So 21 would never flag again, for example.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Alright. Now, the only other one you're going to need is the VEs. 127 and 128. Now, what we mean by VE is a volumetric efficiency table. It is the theoretical value, okay, that if we were to assume that an engine was 100% efficient, it's the theoretical value of air that's in the engine, and then the computer is going to calculate how much fuel to add to that. Alright, so what we do is if we've got is split into two sections. It's split into low section of the map and high section, just to give you some finite adjustment. So we click on that. Okay, now so here we're saying at the moment, let's track it. It's on the 600 RPM map, 40 kPa. So I'll go to the 600. Then we know there's 600 track, and that's the one it's looking at now. Now, so by telling it that it would be more efficient, it would need to add more fuel to it. Alright, so we know we're on this one here. If we add too much more fuel, hear it change in RPM, it'll start blowing black smoke, or it actually might stall. Alright, so this is the one how we adjust how much fuel is going to be going in there. So that's the one in that workbook. Alright, now you need to find the correct tables.
Alright, so is this the one where we're going to hold it at the particular map values?
Yes. Alright, so then if you have a look in here, you got 600. If you go forward, you can see the RPM is changing. Alright, 2022, and 24 is the maximum. Now you can see here someone hasn't filled in this properly.
Right, okay.
Alright, so there's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 kPa. If you go next, discard those changes, VE high. This is the upper part of the table. Alright, so if you go, what do we got, 2400 RPM map, you could also go forward, and that's going to give you up to 7000 RPM. Alright? 7.2. So there's the upper lights.
So the forward changes all of them.
Yep.
And which way do you go backwards with it?
Backwards, where it says
backwards.
backwards.
Okay.
Right. Now you can change the axes. So here we can change it so we're only on the 90 kPa, for example.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so that's now RPM down the bottom on the 90 kPa map. Alright? So that's easier to make a change to one particular map. Alright, so what I would suggest you do is take a photo of that on the board up there. Alright, and then take the laptop home with you.